because now we're asking the other side, hey, turn over your banking, all of this, but what do they do with those assets? They just move
They
them.
move
And
them
then, so by
right
the time
away.
you get that discovery, they got $1,000 in the bank and
Yeah.
they created another LLC or they moved it to another account that you don't know about. So to Luda's point, there's it. It really, you can go light speed. You can move very quickly. You can use the element of surprise in order, and then now finding those assets, Luda can immediately go on those financial accounts and not disclose to the other side, and oftentimes, and just levy against those. So it's a very powerful, tool when used correctly.
I mean, I can share a story that is exactly on point on a case I just settled recently. And this case came to me from an attorney who got the judgment. And when lawyers who don't practice in judgment execution, when they get a judgment, the first thing they do is go and do discovery. They know enough to know that we're now entitled to all this financial information, so they go down that rabbit hole. And that's what this lawyer did, which is not wrong, but it's a different type of strategy, right? And it does ruin the element of surprise, because who is going to tell you where their bank account is before they move the money, right? So the attorney that ultimately brought the judgment to me and said, "Look, I'm done here. Can you please help me out?" Um, he's like, "I've been trying to get their financial information. They finally gave it to me, but the accounts are empty." And when I kind of got into the weeds of things, I realized that what this woman did right at the time she answered discovery, she pulled out $40,000 from her account and transferred it. I mean, I'm not going to get too much detail, and transferred it to somebody she shouldn't have. Right. And I'm like, well, had this attorney paid for a bank account search or an asset search, he would have hit that account. She never would have had that opportunity. And they probably would have collected a lot faster than, me trying to undo everything that's happened and, ultimately getting still a good result